Live, it's alive.
We're live.
Cool.
All right.
Hope everybody's doing awesome.
Yeah. Hey, everyone. Welcome.
Everybody
Yeah.
say happy birthday to Inga.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate the love.
It is her birthday. And
Yep.
she, what are you, like 25?
25 again.
Cool.
Plus 20. Yeah.
I don't believe that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you know what happens. I saw my driver's license and decided that it was really for real.
That's awesome.
So welcome,
Well,
everyone. Yeah. So I'm here with Richard Smith, and we're not going to have Gerard on today. So we will talk to you guys a little bit. We're going to do an exercise today.
yeah.
And since Richard's had his VA for what, 7 years now, Richard?
I've had VAs for almost 8 years. Gerard, one of them, Gerard, for a little over 7 years. So yeah.
Awesome. So Richard's going to run through an exercise called the Triad of Awesomeness. And if you don't know what the Triad of Awesomeness is, you guys are in for a treat. So I'm super excited to be here with you on my birthday and with Richard. So Richard, if you don't mind just taking it away, and we're going to hold off on questions till the end, you guys. So if you want to put questions in the comments, we will get to them as soon as we finish with this exercise. Thanks, Richard.
Awesome. And I get a lot of people that ask me, a lot of realtors, a lot of loan officers ask, I kind of know what I want a virtual assistant to do, but what can I have my VA do? And so I want to, I have kind of a call to action, not a call to action, but if anybody needs help with determining a lot of different things, even after the exercise that I go over, determining some of the things that you would like to know kind of what VAs do for you, whether you're a loan officer, a realtor, insurance, whatever. Go ahead and I guess you can direct message or comment below with your email address. And what we'll do is we'll email you a master list of things that over the years we put together that VAs help us do. So, but what I am going to do real quick is I'm going to go over an exercise that you guys truly, truly want to do. I did this years ago and it literally changed my business. And so it's called the Triad of Awesomeness. So it's really an exercise to kind of see what you're doing right now and helps you focus on your 80-20, your main 20% of what we do every day brings us 80% of our business or our results. So what we want to do is focus on that 20%. And then at the same time, most people in our industry you guys came into our industry to have more freedom. So having more freedom sometimes equates to doing the things that you love and that bring you money, and having somebody help you do the things that are taking you away from those money-making activities. So I'm going to share my screen. Weird. Oh, there it is.
On the bottom.
I thought it disappeared. I'm going to share my screen, and I'm not quite sure. I'm hoping on Facebook Live that it shows the screen. Oh yeah, I think it's showing. So basically, we call this the Triad of Awesomeness, and usually I do this on a PowerPoint, make it more dramatic, one at a time. But I'll kind of just go through what it means. The heart right there, that designates things that you love to do. The hands, the thumbs up, means things that you're really, really good at, and then things that you do that bring you money is below. So this is the exercise. You take a sheet of paper, and it's really good if you use legal, but I mean, it'll work with like this. And you divide that sheet of paper into 3 columns. And on the first column, you write things I love to do. The second column, you write things I'm really good at. And the third column, you write things that bring me in money. And so the exercise is best done if you go somewhere, and whether it's in your office or go to the coffee shop, but it's kind of do not disturb time, put headphones on with light music. And you're really, really going to think about everything that you do in your business day in, day out. And you're going to put those in the designated column. So I'll give you an example of what I mean. If you're a realtor and you show houses and you absolutely love taking buyers to houses, you're going to put that in things that I love. So you'll put that in the first column. If you're really good at it, you're going to put it in the second column. And if you love it, you're probably good at it too. So you'll put that in the second column. And does showing houses to buyers or potential buyers, does that bring in money? Yes. So that will be in all three columns. So I'll give you another example. Cold calling. So let's say making cold calls, whether they're expired listings or they're just old lead lists or even new leads. Do I absolutely love doing that, making cold calls? And majority of realtors, majority of loan officers do not love that. So it will not be in your first column. Now, whether you're good at it or not good at it, you can write it in the second column. Usually you're really, really good at things you love, but sometimes you can be real good at cold calling, but you just don't want to do it. So that can be in the second column or not. Does it bring in money? Absolutely. You know, the more calls we make, the more money we can make. So it'll be in the third column. So go through everything that you do from the minute you start the day at work to the minute you stop. Everything that you do, you want to put in these columns. So what you'll find is once you're going through the columns, you're going to find out, like, this is what happened to me. I went through and I found some things that I loved doing, I was really good at, but then when I truly looked at it, is it bringing me money? It wasn't. So I totally scratched that out and I never did those things again. So this exercise really shows you, a few different things. So scratch out what isn't working or what's not bringing in money. So the triad of awesomeness is basically the majority of our time, we should be doing things we love, we're great at, and that bring us money. Those are money-making activities. Those are things that bring us freedom because we love what we're doing every day. And that is our goal. So, but what happens when you have a bunch of stuff that's not in all three columns that they're in the column that says making money, but they're not always in the first two, right? So that is where you can either keep doing things you don't like to do, or you can get somebody to help you. And hiring a virtual assistant is a really, really good way to continue having those certain money-making activities done that you don't have to do yourself. So that's your first exercise. The second part to this exercise is to get a second sheet of paper. And this was the one that really, really was eye-opening for me. So I did another brainstorm after I did this, and I thought of everything that I wish I could do that I either don't have time or I just don't know how to do. And I made that list. So back years ago on that list, I had things like I wanted landing pages. So if I posted on Craigslist or different places, and this was years ago, but posted on these places, people would go to the landing page, they would give me their information and I could get leads. A lot of things that I see people put on this list of what they wish they could do is they wish they had a really cool website, or they wish they had, like I said, landing pages, or they wish they knew how to do certain Facebook ads, or they wish they knew how to make flyers. Sometimes, years ago, I spent 3 hours making a really cool flyer that right now a virtual assistant can do for me in 5 minutes. So on that second sheet, write down everything you wish you could do. And some of them are going to be simple, like I wish I had time to post on social media like I know I should, or I wish I could do ads on social media. And so it's either things you don't know how to do or things you don't have time to do. Some other ones, and you guys, everybody, loan officers, realtors, you've got to think about this. People now in 2019, whether they're referred to you by their best friend, by their family, before they call you, they're going to check you out online. So you've got to be everywhere. And one of the things that was on my list was I want to have a huge presence online. And so, but I didn't know how. I didn't know that there's like 100 different websites that you can get your information on. So when somebody Googles you, all this different stuff pops up. So people want relevance online because you're going to get searched up. So if you're a loan officer and a realtor, you know, do you have a Zillow page? Do you have, there's multiple listing, like even yellowpages.com and all these other places that will pop up really, really high on Google that you would normally not think to put yourself, but it gives you relevance. So on that second page, you're writing everything down that you wish you could do, that you wish you had time to do, and all of that. So at that, once you have that list, now you have a really, really good idea of the things that you want your virtual assistant to do. And like I said, we're going to send you out a full comprehensive list of everything to help you with this. But I'll kind of tell you a little bit real quick of basics, what most realtors, loan officers, and other people hire virtual assistants for. One being making phone calls. So if doing cold calls is on your list of things you don't like to do, then your virtual assistant can do that. Setting appointments. We have our VAs that work on websites, work on landing pages, do Facebook ads, all of the technical stuff that we don't have time to learn or to do. Taking care of our social media. So like I said, with consistency, you have relevance. And if you're posting and doing different things on social media multiple times a day, you're looked at as more professional because you're consistent. So so, you know, and then building, number one, that's super important, is building a database. And usually that's on most people's list of things that they just don't have time to do, because that is very time consuming. So that's the first thing I would have your virtual assistant do, is build up your database, make sure that you're having email drip marketing to your database, have your VA make calls to your database, update information. It just goes on and on and on. So what do you think? Did I miss anything?
No, I think you covered a lot of the things that most people don't like to do. And essentially, you know, the cold calling, calling FSBOs and expireds, you know, doing research on different topics that you just don't have time to get around to doing. Social media is huge. You're obviously going to be spending a lot of time on social media, and why not have your virtual assistant do it for you as you? So some of the things that you guys are really good at, as Richard said, and he'll give you a list of all the things that, you know, suggestions that you can look at that you would love to do. Like if you're a realtor, just taking clients out, showing houses, doing open houses. Obviously, you can't have your virtual assistant doing an open house for you, but possibly if you were doing an open house live, you could have your virtual assistant sharing it to different groups on Facebook or running ads to it, boosting your posts on social media. So there are a number of things that that you guys will be doing that are money-making activities that, in conjunction with your VA, it could be really successful and utilizing that kind of service.
Yeah, and that's the other cool thing about this triad of awesomeness is the things that are the things that you love to do. Like for a realtor, let's say showing houses. If you love showing houses, because think about it, it's fun, you're helping people and you get paid. So what better way to increase the amount of time you get to show houses is by having a virtual assistant that's helping you generate leads and people that want you to show them houses. And it's the same with loan officers. Loan officers, a great use of your time is talking to people, whether it's potential buyers or whether it's real estate agents, and getting building relationships with realtors. And we have VAs that fill the calendar with coffee appointments with realtors. And so it's amazing how you can increase doing the money-making activities and the things that you love to do by having somebody help you do the things that maybe you're not as good at, as you don't like to do. So it's kind of it works really well that way.
Right. So, and back to what Richard was saying, the Pareto principle is, doing, that 20% is going to bring you 80% of your, your money. So doing just concentrating your efforts on doing that stuff that you love, that's going to bring you money is going to be, basically it's going to leave you a lot more time to do more of the money making activities.
Right.
And if you just concentrate on doing those things, your business will really increase by itself just naturally. And, this right now is a perfect time to start all of this. It's a slow season for a lot of people, all across the country, both in mortgage and in real estate, but we're gearing up for spring and summer. So why not get rolling on doing the things that you love that are going to make you money and starting that right away. And having a VA is just going to help you duplicate those efforts.
Yep. Awesome. So if you're watching this and you're interested in finding out more information about what tasks and what things, because we didn't cover half of it, but if you're interested in getting those lists, we'll send those out, and it's really, really detailed and different ways VAs can help with the business in just a lot of detail. So either comment below with your email or send us a direct message. And if you want more information on some of the processes of hiring a VA, because I remember when I first thought about hiring a virtual assistant, I had no idea, what to do or how to do it. And then the biggest mistake I made, and I see so many others make, is getting the wrong person, because then it feels like, oh, this doesn't really work. But we know from experience it does work.
Richard, can I ask you something? Just for the viewers out there, in hiring a VA, would you or Gerard be open to just kind of discussing, maybe doing a strategy session with our viewers and going over individually what their business is in need of? Just taking a bird's eye view of what your business is, where you need help, and where a VA can potentially help you, expedite all your processes and do more of the money-making activities that will help you increase your business.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm always open to that. So if anybody wants to do a quick strategy session over the phone, definitely. I probably do quote 8-10 a week. So I'd love to help anybody that has questions.
Awesome. So if you guys are curious at all, just, and you just, maybe you're not sure about, whether a VA fits into your business, just give Richard or Gerard a call and they'll be more than happy to, do a strategy session with you. It's not going to take long, what, 15, 20 minutes?
Oh yeah, sometimes 10, 15 minutes. Yep.
But do you have anything else for us, Richard, today?
That's it.
Awesome. So you guys, if you haven't visited Remote Assistant Scout on Facebook, please go to that page. You can leave us a message, place a comment below on this video, and we'll be more than happy to return, all comments and all questions in a very timely manner. Okay.
Awesome.
We'll be around next week at the same time, correct?
Yes, ma'am. Everybody, I hope you have a great rest of the week.
Yeah. And we'll see y'all soon.